Welcome to an episode of Founder in the Chair. Today my guest is a passionate yoga teacher and herbalist. She leads yoga classes in gyms, studios and private settings while also creating and selling plant-based medicine to support natural healing, just as nature and God intended. Always exploring, always evolving, she is involved in a range of projects and figuring things out as she grows. Because face it, life does not come with a manual and we just have to evolve and pivot as we are shown a path. I'm super proud to announce my next guest, Tina, our little pocket rocket. Welcome, Tina.
Hello, thank you.
How do you feel?
Oh, I feel a bit nervous.
That's okay, that's okay. We just want to find out more about what you do, like yoga teacher to herbalist.
Oh, yeah, I know.
When did you start? How did it start?
Well, actually, my background is in finance leasing. I don't think I mentioned that to you.
No, I didn't know that.
So, yeah, for years and years, I've been working in finance leasing. So I think my first job was Honda Finance years and years ago when I came out of uni.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, I've just been in that industry. And then last 5 years, I became a yoga teacher. 4 years, sorry. And I was just doing part-time yoga, evening classes. COVID came, and that's when I became a yoga teacher. And since then, I just started teaching in the evenings. And because of COVID, I was able to work from home.
Yes.
So that made it easier.
Yeah.
If I was traveling into London, I don't think I could do both.
Yes.
So, I just started teaching yoga, got a bit more extra cash. And then, fast forward to August last year, went to Costa Rica. And I met a mutual friend. I thought he was just going to show us around. And he was a herbalist and he sent us all these herbs. And me and my tour group bought some, came home. I love them. My sister started using them. My auntie and my sister's got eczema. She was drinking sarsaparilla tea. Her skin started clearing in a few months.
Wow.
So I just ordered some more from him. And he was like, oh, do you want to buy a box? And you can try and sell some.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, why not? I've got some spare time. Why not? And that was it. Now he's my business partner.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So it was like a little project on your sister.
Yeah.
You saw the results. It was real. It was real for you.
Yeah.
So you believed in it.
Yeah. I just wanted to buy more for myself.
Yeah.
The first time I tried, I mixed a few herbs. I used sarsaparilla, blue vervain and bloodbush tea. And I was drinking the tea and I was doing yoga at the same time. And then I had to sit down on my mat because I felt really dizzy.
Okay.
And I thought, oh my gosh, it must be the tea. So I asked the herbal guy. I felt really dizzy and I I had to sit down. And he was like, oh, it's because it's rich in iron and you're obviously moving. And I thought to myself, wow, I need more iron in my body. And that was it.
And the next product came.
Yeah, and now that if I don't have the tea, I can tell. If I don't have CMOS in a week or two, I can feel something's not right. And then I'll make a new batch.
What do you feel?
I feel like my skin feels dull. My hair doesn't look that great. I just feel like, I'm not looking my best or I'm not feeling fresh.
Yes.
And I'm not even thinking, I haven't made a tea or I haven't had a CMOS for a couple of weeks. And I think, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't done that. So I need to make a fresh batch and then I feel all right. It's so weird.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So are you still working as well? Or are you a full-time yoga teacher
I got
now?
made redundant in January.
Okay.
So I just moved into all of this full time.
Do you think that was a blessing in disguise? It pushed you to do more?
Definitely, because all I had to do was just slide into my other job.
Yeah.
I didn't have to do anything else. I was already doing it.
Yeah.
And what is really strange is meeting a random stranger. He's a mutual friend of someone that I know. But in Costa Rica, he's my business partner now. I trust him.
Yeah.
And people might think it's a bit scary to trust someone. And there's still risks, but I just did it and went along with it. And I've got a job out of it. Also, I've got a salary cut, but it's building. So I have to I just want to stick with it.
To ride it out.
Yeah, to see what happens. Otherwise, I will never know.
Isn't it weird? Like you went all the way to Costa Rica, found something. He's now your business partner.
Yeah.
It's like things are just meant to happen.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like everything seems to align in my life. Like it's just come from all those years and now I'm here. It just feels like it's meant to be this way.
Do you think you'd ever go back to finance?
I was thinking, like the other day, I was feeling a bit overwhelmed. Like, oh no, like what am I going to do with if I'm not getting enough money coming in the next few months? Like my salary's been at a certain level, and now I've taken a pay cut.
Yeah.
And I'm okay for now, but I was just thinking, feeling a little bit like, oh, do I need to get a part-time leasing role again? Because I could easily go back into it. And then I had an idea of a Batana oil stretch mark cream that we're going to make. So it's a new product coming in. We've got a tanning oil coming in, so it's natural tanning.
Okay.
So we're just working on that, and me and my friend and another guy we're working with, we just came together and we just thought this is going to work. So we're just working on those new products, and I've got a couple of more yoga classes. It just happened.
Yeah.
And then I thought, okay, I'm going to keep sticking with this, because I just felt a little bit like maybe I should go back and get a full-time or part-time 9 to 5. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that.
So there's a lot of people who listen to this, to Founder in the Chair, who are in the same position, because they've either thinking of making the jump from full-time or have done it, and then they have the fears like you do.
Yeah.
What would you say to them?
Save your money. So when you come out, you're all right for a few months.
Yeah.
Because that's the biggest worry.
Yes.
To like, when your bill's going to get paid. So just save, stack your money. And then when you know you'll be all right for a few months, just take the leap. If you have to go back into corporate or whatever you were doing, go back for a bit, keep working on the side hustle, detach yourself from the 9 to 5, like lock in, lock out 9 to 5 and leave it there and work on your passions after work. Because some people, when you go into your 9 to 5, you're so like in it, and you come home and you think about work. Don't think about work. It's not important. You're just working for someone else and helping their career, not yours.
Helping their business grow.
Helping their business, yeah.
So, because you were working, 7 days a week probably,
Yeah.
when you were doing the yoga teaching?
Yeah. So I was working 9 to 5, teaching class after work, had a couple of clients on the weekend. So I was just working all the time.
Yeah.
But for me, I wasn't attached to my job.
Yeah.
I would clock in, clock out. I would do a good job. I cared about how, I want to be a valued employee. So I did my job, but I didn't have no attachments to it. I left my job, did my yoga. If I didn't have yoga or any other side hustle, I'd just go home and make dinner and think about my job, which is not good for you. That will age you. So those are the kind of things that will age a person.
Yeah.
Those kind of stresses. So doing your side hustle, living your passion, that's like fun. It doesn't feel like work.
Yeah, a lot of people who do what they love as a passion say, but it doesn't feel like work.
Yeah.
But the thing is, people who work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, they just think you're just consumed with it. They don't see the excitement it brings you.
Yeah, and you need to live. Your body needs to be excited, and that's how your blood pumps through your body and keeps everything going and ticking. If you go to your 9 to 5, your shoulders are slouched, you're sinking in your tummy, and that's when your gut has problems. Like really, stress happens at work when you're not happy at work. If you're happy at work, that's great. You're lucky. You're living your life. You don't have to do a side hustle or live your passion. Your passion could be your job, and as long as you're happy, that's fine. But there's always a calling. I think, like, I don't know about other people, but for me, I feel like you start in an office role, college, uni, office.
Yeah.
You learn those skills.
Yeah.
You find your passions. You chop and change as you grow.
Yeah.
And then you'll like dive into your passions a little bit deeper, and then they might become your career.
Yeah.
And then when you're 40s, 50s, you kind of come out of corporate life.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the kind of general path that I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it feels like when you get to your 40s and 50s,
Yeah.
people start doing their own thing and moving out of corporate and building their own life.
I did that. So I worked for a bank for 20 years.
Oh, really? What bank?
Barclays.
Oh.
And then I left after 20 years and just took the plunge and thought, okay, you know what? I'll just do more hair and makeup. And it earns more than the bank anyway. So I took that plunge, believed in myself. It was scary because having that 9 to 5, sick pay, holiday pay.
It's safe.
Private healthcare, pension, all of that. It's scary to leave it. I get it.
Yeah.
But I did it after 20 years. It took me a long time. So like you said, people do it in the 40s, 50s. It's like you suddenly start thinking, well, what do I want for the rest of my life?
Yeah. And I feel like the next generation, they're doing their own businesses at 20s.
I know.
They're entrepreneurs early. So we need to learn from them because they're brave.
Yes.
Maybe they're at home with their parents and they have a bit more security, but they're jumping at it and they're not looking to work 9 to 5. The world's changing.
But it's so much easier for them. Like, they can make a TikTok shop, they can sell something on Instagram. Like, you know, I know you're a bit younger than me, but you're still not that generation.
Yeah.
And they find it so easy, and it's
know. It's people because they're interested in different things.
Yeah.
You can make a cartoon, like a little activity or like a toy for a child on YouTube, and they'll pay to watch it, and they're making money.
Yeah.
Like, they make more money than some of these celebrities and actors. Like, I've seen some of the comparisons of the worth of some of these YouTubers compared to actors, and they're in the millions.
Oh my God.
So,
that's going to be you soon, Tina, with your products that are so nicely displayed here. So you've bought some Irish sea moss.
Yeah, Irish sea moss.
And Batana oil.
And some herbs and some dry sea moss. But yeah, I mean, I've heard really good things about people, how they're feeling about sea moss and Batana oil. It's helping hair growth, your hair, skin, your scalp. If you have eczema as well, you just massage it into your hair. So it's really good for the skin. You can put it on your face, all over your body.
What, even the Batana oil?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's mainly for hair growth. That's what it's kind of known for. And the sea moss, I've heard people have better skin. Their hair's getting better as well. Better sleep. It's just amazing. And it's hard to tell when you take it because it's not obvious. You have to keep taking it, let it go into your body, into your system. And then you can start feeling like what's happening. And it's hard to monitor everything because you don't remember. Only when you take about a few weeks and you notice, my skin feels a bit more fresher, or I feel just better in your body. And obviously when you're feeling good inside, you can tell on the outside. You feel lighter, happier. You can get on with your day better.
Yeah.
So many things happen when you look after yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I've been
everything
having
happens.
your sea moss for a while.
Yeah, how's it?
Really good. Really good.
What do you notice?
So I notice that my skin's clearer. And I think, I don't know if it's psychological, but when I have it in the morning, I just feel I'm feeding myself something good.
Yeah.
That is good for me.
Yeah.
And then you feel good because you think, I'm feeding myself good stuff.
Exactly.
I know it's made at home with love. Tina's made it for me. And, you know, normally I buy things, I'll be honest. I have it a couple of times and then the jar's there forever and then you have to bin it.
Yeah.
I'm taking my third one off you today.
Yeah.
I've got my friends having it. I've got my staff having it. You know, it's got no taste. Some people are like, I don't like it, the texture, whatever.
This one's not bad. There's some, like the clearer ones, the whiter versions, like creamy colour. They're really thick and I can't take it. But I was having it anyway. And then I got this one. It's Irish sea moss, the same, but it's got purpley bits. So it's like a different species. I don't know.
Okay.
Sounds really scientific, but this one's easier to take.
Okay.
It smells worse than it tastes. So it doesn't taste of anything.
And how often do people take it?
So I started taking it every day, a tablespoon. And then I was
in the morning?
Yeah, in the morning. And then I was taking it every other day, every few days, whenever I feel like it.
Yeah.
So I'll give myself a little break because I think if you're taking it a lot of anything, have a little break.
Yeah.
You know, everything in moderation.
Yes.
Because it has got iodine in it, it's got magnesium, all the good stuff.
Yeah.
So it's good to have a little break.
Okay.
Just a couple of days. But yeah, I was taking it every day. Because I was enjoying it as well. Even though it's a bit like, and then you just swallow. It's 10 seconds, not even that out of your day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I take it with first thing in the morning, have a glass of water, and then I feel full. I don't feel hungry for a couple of hours.
Is it just a tablespoon?
Yeah. And then I try to have like a piece of fruit with it because it's feeding your organs, it's giving you the right minerals. So whatever you eat afterwards, it's going to take in those nutrients better. So I always have a fruit like watermelon, a water fruit, and people get scared about having fruit in the morning because it's got sugar, but it's good sugars, it's good for you. Having cereal is the worst thing.
Yeah. Yes, we know that. So, and you make all this in your kitchen at home?
Yeah, the herbs you have to make yourself because obviously they're fresh, but the sea moss I make for those who want the gel and don't want to make it, otherwise you can buy it dry as well.
Okay.
I think it's quite nice if you're going through your healing journey to do the process yourself.
Yeah.
Because it's not that bad, but I get it. It's convenience, isn't it?
Yeah.
And everyone's busy. No one can be asked to make sea moss.
Yeah. And how do people buy your products? Like, is it easy to buy the products?
At the moment, we've got our Lovebatana website, so you can order off there for the Batana oil. my Instagram for the herbs, and direct messaging me. But for now, the thing that we need to focus on is the market reach is where I need to really focus on. So I've got a few stalls coming up. I'll be at the Yoga show this year teaching, and I'll have a stall. So that's a good way, because Vegan Life are going to be there. So those sort of people that are into wellness and into looking after themselves, that's the right audience. You can't just go into any old corporate building or a supermarket and have a stall. People will come, but when you go to those events, fitness events, wellness events, yoga, vegan lifestyle events, things like that, those people are looking after themselves. So that's the audience I need to reach. And when it comes to Batana oil, hairdressers, salons, places like that. So that's
if any hairdressers are listening, contact Tina
for
the
curly
Batana
hair.
oil.
It's really good for curly hair. Like, I've got naturally afro curly hair. I've straightened it today. But it's easier to straighten now because the Batana oil has given me so much nourishment. My curly hair was always crunchy, dry. So when I leave it curly, it's actually softer, and I can't believe the curl pattern's better. So it's definitely working, and it's grown my hair. So I'm just I'm going to stick with this for a while and see.
Do you know what it is? You come across really excited about it. And when you're excited about your own products, your business, it rubs off on the other person. Because I remember when you first told me about it, and you were telling me all the benefits, and your eyes were shining, you were lighting up. And I was like, okay, I'll have some. Then I tell my friends, and then they're ordering it, and it's
amazing because you've brought me so many clients, and they're asking for more. So I know I don't have to say anything. They know themselves now that they're feeling a certain way. But I don't need to worry about anything because I'm just telling the truth. So I don't have to even sell it. I'm just talking about the stuff. So it's really nice that it's not hard.
And you only started this January, wasn't it? When you got made redundant?
I started selling the herbs and learning about them last year, September, October.
Right.
So I was just taking my time, telling people about stuff, and people bought them. And I wasn't even trying to really think about selling, really. And only now, since January, I've really tried to put my all into it because this is my job now.
So if someone's thinking of setting up a product business, you've sourced the bottles, the jars, etc., what advice would you give to someone who's thinking of setting up a business, and they're going to sell online, they need to get their products, they need to possibly make products? How did you decide who was going to be your supplier? How do you do your costings? Because yours is time as well, because you're making something. What advice would you give to somebody who's thinking of doing that?
Talk to people. People are the best because they know, people in business. And if you don't know anyone, you can always Instagram message someone who's already in the business. People don't mind you asking questions. People get scared, I don't want to ask or ask for help. But if you talk to someone who's doing something in their own business, they love talking about their business. So you shouldn't be scared. So I'll just ask people and just check on reviews, Google, the internet's got everything. And now you've got ChatGPT. If you ask it a question, it will give you so many options, the cheapest options and where to buy your stock. But it's trial and error. So buy small quantities, see what it's like, see your costings, and then calculate what's good and what's not, and then try again, and then find something cheaper, because not all the products that are cheap are good. These jars, I think, I don't know how much they are, maybe £3 per jar, but it's a big jar, and you want to give something nice to your customer because then they will come back. So things like the jars for me is I want a decent jar.
And you also, they can give you the jar back, right? And then you fill it up.
Then I just swap now, because now I've got a few people that are repeat customers. I'm just swapping the jars, so I'm saving my money there. These brown packets, they're from Amazon, and they're a good price as well. They're not expensive. And when it comes to labeling, I use stickers for mine, and they look nice. I think they look nice. But you can also go cheaper and get a stamp for your logo. You can stamp your packets, or if you've got boxes. So it's just trialing and error and seeing the costs. What else? I don't know. Just really just ask questions and talk to people. what else? Is
That's
there
it.
anything that I've
Yeah,
missed?
there is. No, because you're absolutely right. People hate asking other people because they're going to be like, oh, they're going to think they're copying me. Oh, they don't want. They're not going to want to tell me. They won't share. But you're right. If people actually don't mind sharing, and if they ignore you, fine.
Yeah.
That's okay. Don't get offended. Don't. I feel like people give themselves so much importance. Oh my God, they ignored me.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you know what? You might have just caught them at a bad time and they forgot to answer.
Yeah,
or they don't want to share.
Yeah.
And that's cool too.
Yeah. I actually know this person, and he's a friend, but he literally will ask for whatever he wants. He's not worried. And if they say no, someone says no, they say no. But he'll ask, like, so brave. And I was like, wow, you're just asking for something. And he's like, yeah, if you don't ask, you don't get.
Absolutely.
So now I'm more like, you know what, I'm just going to ask.
Yeah.
If they say no, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to see if they can help me, and they might.
Yeah.
So yeah, just ask.
Yeah.
Ask
I do
me.
that. I ask so many questions. I have so many people like in different professions. Like someone says to me, oh, have you got someone who could help me with this? Yeah, I'll WhatsApp them right now for you. Because you just build connections.
Yeah.
And you've helped them, they've helped you. It's a bit of give and take. Don't expect anything.
Yeah.
That's when you just, then you get disappointed when people don't help you.
It's nice to just give freely, because whatever you put out there in the universe, you'll get it back. And don't think about it too much, like, oh, I'm going to get it back because it's the universe will give it back to me. Just give freely, because that's just the way you're supposed to be. Yeah. So, yeah.
Nice. So how do you always stay focused and positive?
This is a strange one. It just happens to be that, like, I'm not going to just not do something. It's like brushing your teeth. There's not an option there. You just do it. So I go to the gym. It makes me feel good. It gives me energy. So I think the more energy you use, the more energy you have. So if you're feeling lazy one day and you don't want to do your work, or you don't want to email someone or put yourself out there, that's okay. But I feel like you can't do that every day, because what's going to happen? Nothing. So if nothing happens, nothing will happen. So you have to do something to move.
Take a step.
Yeah, you have to move so things move. If you stay in stillness, then you're going to be in that same stillness forever. I don't know.
I love that. So yes, for you, it's going to the gym.
Yeah, going to the gym is like priority. And if you don't have money to go to the gym, you don't have to go to the gym.
Yeah.
You can move your body wherever you are. So there's so many workouts that you can do without using the gym, so there's no excuse. You can go for a walk.
Movement.
Yeah. So walking is like so underrated. Go for an hour walk every day.
Yeah.
You will feel more energized. Your body's moving. Your bowels are moving.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of problems in your gut.
Yeah.
Gut causes health issues, stress. You in yoga, they say a lot that you hold your emotions in your gut and your hips. So you have to move to release old trauma in your life. Could be things that you've blocked away and you've not thought about for years and years and years. But it could be attached to your body, and it's stopping you doing something or moving forward in your mind or in life. So moving is the most important thing. If you move, everything else will follow.
It's interesting you said the hips, for example. I know people who are younger and younger now having hip problems, or having hip replacements.
Oh my gosh.
I've got a friend, she's like, since she's in her 30s, late 30s, and I think she's about 40 now, and she needs a hip replacement. But some of it probably is trauma.
Yeah, I think so. Because sometimes when you do yoga or any stretch routine, doesn't have to be yoga, if you're just stretching and you're doing like a half an hour stretch routine, and if you're on your own and you're really just stretching, breathing, people just start getting emotional. Like I've even done yoga like on my own in my house. I'm just breathing, even to music, and I'm fine. And then I'll lie down in Shavasana at the end of my flow, and I'll be just crying. Like it's happened to me like a couple of times. I'm like, oh my, I feel upset now. Oh my gosh. And you just feel like it's just something's coming out of you, and you feel lighter, and you're like, whoa, where did that come from? It's because you're stretching it out and you're releasing something without even realizing.
Wow.
So yeah, it's good for your mind.
So underrated then, I guess, stretching.
And some people think it's a religious thing, yoga, and if you do feel like that, don't worry, just do it. Just make it stretching. Call it stretching. Take out some of the other bits and do it to music, so you don't feel like it's some sort of religious thing. But yeah, just do it. Just stretch. Find some sort of mobility routine, because you don't want to be old. And having a stick in your 50s or 60s, because people are out there in their 70s moving freely because they take care of themselves.
Yeah.
The more free you are in your body, the more free you'll feel to like move around in life and like open your chest and walk around, like not feeling like you're, you know, like shoulders are slouching, you're closing your heart. You need to open and be proud and, you know, just get on with life.
I love that. Thank you, Tina. I have a question for you. What are your icks?
Oh, I was thinking about this. I was talking to my friend the other day and we both were like, lazy men.
Lazy men?
Yeah, like just having men that are just lazy. And I don't want to like, I'm not like trying to label all men because they're not all like this, or all women, but people that are lazy. Yeah. Like I know not everyone, you know, can do certain things depending on their, you know, like ability or situation in life. But people that are just lazy and like complain, negativity, I find that I can't be around those people. Like I will help those people that are like in that situation, or I'll try and be around to help them. But if they're lazy, negative every day, I just can't be around those people and just have to let them get on with it.
So you're protecting your own energy.
Yeah, you have to. And even if you're trying to help those people and you feel like, oh, it's affecting my energy, it's okay because you're trying to help. But there's only so much you can do for someone. They have to do it themselves. Yeah. You can be there to kind of like encourage, find tools for them to help, but they've got to do it on their own. But when it's just like really lazy people just not doing anything, I find that it's just upsetting.
So sometimes people think they're doing something to help themselves, like they think they're going to the gym or they're doing this, but they're not actually dealing with the root cause. Yeah. It's like, oh, they go to the gym and they come home and eat shit because they think it's justified. That I went to the gym so I can have a can of Coke or I can have a slice of pizza, but you might as well not have gone to the gym. Or when it's everybody else's fault for their trauma.
Oh my gosh,
and their problems, and they won't address it themselves.
And it's not like we're saying that, oh, we just know this. It's taken me like all these years to like figure it out slowly, and I'm still learning. And I can always be in the wrong as well. And I don't mind like not, you know, just admitting, oh no, I didn't, that wasn't right, or what I said was wrong. It's
actually a big release when you say, actually, I'm sorry. Yes, I understand I did something wrong. And you just let it go. But when the other person won't admit it and say,
it's frustrating.
And you're just like, okay, I don't know why I bothered.
And you want to help people because it makes you feel good. But there's only so much you can do. But blaming others for stuff is just not cool.
No.
Like, no matter what the situation, of course, if it's like an extreme like situation where you can't get out of something, it's really difficult. Not those situations, but you can't blame other people for your situations. If you're feeling a certain way, you know you have to get up and move from that person, that relationship, that job. You have to make effort to find something else. Like I was teacher training during COVID. I became a teacher and then I started doing classes. Like I had to push myself and it was scary. My yoga teacher at the time said to me, oh, you'd be really good. Like people listen to you. You should become a yoga teacher. And I was like, me? Like, no way. I'm
You're like, me, little Tina? Like, who's going to listen to me?
I was like, I'm not sitting in a room and people are looking at me, moving my body. Like, it was so scary. Like, you know, you're judging yourself like as a woman, as a teacher, stretching. Oh, she's a bit chubby, or she's short, or she's not stretching enough, or she's not as flexible as I thought a teacher would be. You know, just so silly things. And just there's like 30 people in a room and you're at the front and teaching and they're just staring at you. It's really, really scary.
I can imagine.
Like, it took me a long time to like think, okay, I'll do the teacher training, but I don't know if I'll actually teach. I just thought I'll do it for myself.
Right.
And then when I started teaching, then I realised I'm not here for me. I'm here for them. Like yoga is to, you know, pass knowledge as best as you can. So it wasn't about me. So my attitude towards it's changed. And even like I work in David Lloyd's and one of the gyms, and they've just had a refurbishment in Notting Hill, and the studio looks amazing. And the last couple of months, the classes in the evening have been really busy. And the first time it was really busy, I was like, whoa, this room is packed with like big men as well. Like really, like I can tell there's yoga students in there that are really into their yoga, and I was just like a bit, oh my gosh.
You got a bit like, oh my God, am I going to be able to deliver?
Yeah, and I had to just
today?
switch my mindset and be like, I'm here to teach these people as the best I can. And they don't know, you're kind of like performing, because you have to kind of like put on your like a bit of a performing act and just get on with it. And then when I finished, I got such good feedback. They're coming again and again. So I think it does take strength. It's not easy, but you have to put yourself out there and just let yourself fail. It's all right.
Yeah, you learn.
Yeah, you learn.
You learn from every failure.
Yeah.
I think as humans, we judge ourselves. Then we think other people judge us. So
especially women.
Oh God, yeah. Do you know what? Men are just as bad as well, actually.
Yeah, I think they are. They just don't say it.
Yeah, women will be like telling our friend, I felt like this, but then we're good talkers.
Yeah.
We'll express.
We need to release.
Yeah, we need to release. So how would you say social media has helped your business?
I think it's the main thing, isn't it, these days? Like, you need a social media presence. And I've learned that you have to keep posting. And I think, oh no, I don't want to post every day the same thing, that I'm saying the same thing, or I'm just doing the same thing every day. But that's what I'm about. So
yeah, you are doing that every day. So, you're consistent.
Yeah,
you're having your CMOS every day.
And I'm selling it, so you have to do it. And the right people want to see that.
Yeah.
So don't worry about the ones that don't want to see it.
Yeah.
If they're looking, they're just looking because they're nosy, or they still want a bit of that.
Yeah.
They just don't know how to become free from themselves and just enjoy what you're sending, posting.
Yeah.
Social media, Instagram. I think Facebook is a good one to get onto Facebook again, because I'm not really, it's all about Instagram at the moment.
Yeah.
I think TikTok, if you're selling stuff, TikTok shop, I haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
But that's something that I need to get myself on it as well.
Right.
What other social media platform? Instagram is a big one, isn't it? That's the main one.
Everyone sort of sits somewhere. Some people are more TikTok, some people are more Instagram, some Facebook it works. So I think you just need to, I would say, put a little bit everywhere.
Yeah.
Because you just don't know. Because sometimes someone actually sees you on Instagram, and then they see you on TikTok, then they see you on Instagram again, and then they're ready to buy. Because they say there has to be so many touch points now till they finally actually buy. Or they might, you just might catch them in a mood where they think, actually, I want that CMOS today.
Yeah.
So you do have to keep posting it every day, because that one person who's been watching you for 2 weeks, you might catch them on a particular day where they're thinking, right, I'm ready.
Do you know what? That's happened to me a couple of times.
Okay.
Because I've posted stuff from my Instagram to my WhatsApp stories, and just people that are watching, like a couple of girls were like, you know what? I'm just going to buy it now. Like, I've seen your stories enough. And I was like, oh, right, yeah. So it is worth it to keep posting, keep sharing your... But obviously, you got to practice it as well. You can't be just saying you're doing something and not do it.
Of course.
So posting...
Then you're not being authentic.
Yeah, if you're not authentic, people can see. That's the problem. I think if you're trying to do something that's not close to your heart, don't do it, because you won't be able to deliver it. And you might waste your money putting something in an investment, or...
And people see through it.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What was the question? I've forgotten what you said.
What do you think of social media? So
I love
you
social
hang
media.
out on Instagram a lot, so that's where we find you.
Yeah.
And what's your Instagram page called?
So it's Soulbeat Yoga, and the Lovebatana is Lovebatana, love_Batana.
Okay. And both those pages have the link to buy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you post products as well?
Yeah, I post them out. So I post even the gels, CMOS gels. If people want it made, I can post it out. But the herbs I post out, we post out internationally to Australia, back to the Caribbean, posted something to America, Jamaica as well. Everywhere. So there's no like, oh no, you're too far away. We'll post it out. So
well
it's good.
Done, Tina.
Good.
I remember when you were like, oh, I'm not sure. Now look at you.
I know. And even then, the other day, I was like feeling a bit overwhelmed. I rang my leasing agency that I've used for like years now, and I was like, oh, if there's any part-time roles, let me know.
Yeah.
Because I was getting a bit worried, like, oh, I live a certain lifestyle. I don't really want my money to decrease.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to just not thinking about, oh yeah, I'm going to go get a coffee, or you know, people have to think about these things. We're lucky, can go get a massage, and not everyone can just afford all these things. But I don't mind sacrificing to build something as well. So you have to keep like weighing everything up. Like, what do I want? Where do I need to reduce certain things in my lifestyle? But even at this age now, I'm not going out all the time, not out for dinners all the time. I'd rather be like doing content. I'd rather be like writing something or talking about the products or thinking about a new product line. So I'm like not excited about going out. I'm excited about doing work. How
It's because you're
funny
so
is that?
I'm the same. I'm exactly the same. If if it was a Friday night and someone said, "Do you want to go to a dinner and dance, or do you want to go sound healing?" I'm like, I don't want to go sound healing.
Yeah.
And people are like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, because that's going to light me up, and that's going to make me feel good the next day." So yeah, I think you just get to a certain age. It's a calling. It's a lifestyle change.
Yeah.
And yeah, you may have been that once, or you may still dip into it.
Yeah.
And
that's good.
That's okay.
Yeah.
There's a balance.
Yeah. Like I went to AWOL a couple of weeks ago, like a jungle rave. It was so good. And I haven't been to a rave for so long. And I thought, wow, I really needed that release. Like I had like so much going on with like the business and like friendships and like relationships outside. I went out and we had such a good time. And I was like, wow, the next few days I just felt like, who cares about anything? I danced it out. So you need a bit of everything. It's not like, oh, you're going to become like a yoga person and you're all about spiritual life and eating and drinking herbs. No, you might want to...
Tina does not eat and drink herbs all the time.
Yeah, and take away junk food and go out and have a drink and, might feel hungover the next day. It's all right. Like, it's fine. But I think if you can live a clean, healthy life, majority of the time, you'll feel better. So... yeah.
Thank you for being so honest as well. Some people would say, well, I'm a yoga teacher and I never do this.
Oh, no, they all do it. I think we need it the most. Because it's tiring trying to be spiritual. And also, there's so much positive, what's it called? Positive negativity out there. Is that what it's called?
Really? Okay, what does that mean?
I think it's like when it's either positive negativity or toxic positivity. Mm-hmm. I've forgotten how they say it, but when it's so much positivity and it's like a competition of who's more spiritual,
oh right,
how clean you're living, and it's like, oh, that shouldn't be like that.
Yeah,
just you're on your own journey, and like you see other yoga teachers or even like everyone's trying to be more spiritual and what quote they might post and how like spiritual or religious and they pray every day, it's like becoming a competition.
It's a bit judgy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're not doing that?
Yeah.
You're not being very positive.
Don't you know the Vedas, or haven't you read the holy book, the Hindu book of Gita? I'm like, no, not all of it.
I know. Yeah. It is. And it's almost become very fashionable.
Yeah, it is fashionable.
And it's buzzwords, the positivity, the wellness. Like, I've never heard the word wellness so much.
Yeah, it's true. It's
and
funny.
It's like, like I'm in my 50s. I didn't hear it that much a few years ago. But now everyone's doing something to do with wellness and they have their own version of what they think is wellness.
Yeah.
But your version of wellness is not mine, and I need to find my own path and I need to know what works for me. And if I'm really new to it, don't be judging me straight away. I'm trying.
Yeah, you're trying. And you should just help others if they want help and just enjoy like seeing them on their own journey. Yeah, it's nice.
Thank you. So what's coming next for you? What's the new business? What's the business going to be doing next?
So we're working on 2... Shall I say it now?
Yes, go for it.
I'm not even going to trial them out, so I don't even know.
Right. We'll see it on your socials when it's ready.
Yeah, so we're working on a natural Batana tanning oil.
Okay.
So it's going to have Batana. It's going to have a few other ingredients that I don't want to say, but one of them is really good at increasing your melanin levels. Mm-hmm. So we're going to trial that out on different cultures, different people from different backgrounds. So someone who's like brown like me, someone who's on the other side, like very light, pale. So we're trialing that. We're going to trial it out. We're just making it at the moment. Mm-hmm. And then I had another product that I just thought about the other day when I was feeling like overwhelmed. This idea just came to me and I was like, okay, I don't need to go back to work just yet or go back to a real job.
Yeah.
So we're going to make Batana.
You can't say a real job.
Yeah, real job.
This is a real job. This is a real job too. But I know what you mean.
The Matrix job
makes us believe.
Yeah.
That's the real job.
So the other thing we're going to be making is Batana stretch mark cream.
Oh, okay.
So we've got a few ingredients to mix it with to make a cream to help reduce stretch marks.
And is that going to be like good for pregnant women?
Yeah, good for pregnant women, and it helps stretch marks, but it just depends on your own body. So we're gonna, once that's made, we'll trial it out on a few people and then start selling it, and hopefully it will work on everyone. And also I want to look at doing some retreats as well, But there's just so much to do. I'm just like, where do I want to go? And I'm trying to find different streams of income. So that will just keep me busy.
Yeah.
Because even though this is all great and you're helping, you still need to get paid.
Yes, of course.
So
You've got to live.
And you want to live, and you want to live a certain lifestyle, like how you want to be happy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just hoping I can just work towards it.
I think different income revenue streams are so important when you're self-employed as well, because just putting all your eggs in one basket, and I don't know, if something isn't quite working with the business, or you're not feeling it, you need to have something else as well. I have a few income revenue streams, and they all make me happy in different ways, and they all excite me.
Yeah, keep you alive, don't they?
Yeah, yeah. 1 minute I'm selling jewellery, 1 minute I'm podcasting.
I know, I'm always like, what is she doing?
What is she doing now? I know, I think everyone gets confused.
Because you do like fashion as well.
That's just from being a makeup artist. That's a bit of a natural thing. But my main business is a bricks and mortar shop. And that's my main thing. It doesn't mean I can't do everything else.
No, why not? Like, variety is the spice of life, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Not in every situation, but like, when it comes to your careers, like, I think it's good to have different things.
Yeah.
There's still some other stuff that I want to do, and I'm just trying to figure out when and how I'm going to start them. But I think if you just start, because I find myself like on the sofa watching TV. I'm like, I could really be doing this right now.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have rest time as well. Like switch off.
Yeah.
But yeah.
How do you switch off then?
Like really boring things, like watch TV and just literally let yourself just watch TV and not
Like
think
it's
about
mind-numbing.
Yeah, mind-numbing TV. And people say like, oh, don't watch trash TV, it's not good for you, you should be doing something more meaningful. I'm like, no, I do that all the time. Like, I do like try to read and like do my yoga. Yoga is always going to be there. That's my downtime, and I'm just, doing yoga on my own. But really, like, when you just want to slouch on this TV, I think that's good. Holidays, spending time with your family, like conversations. Those are like really like fulfilling things.
Feed your soul.
Yeah. Obviously, watching TV, I don't mean like trash TV, like something that's really good and interesting as well. David Attenborough.
I love that you're being real.
Yeah.
Because, sometimes people think, oh, but no, she's a yoga teacher. Surely she doesn't do that.
I know,
but you're
but
just
I do
being
all the other
real.
things, yeah.
I love that, and thank you for being real and saying that it's okay to do that. And, I'm only human. Sometimes I like those things.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like those things.
Just be yourself and just get on with it. You know. What else? That's it, really. Going dancing and raving.
Yeah.
I think that's a good release. You just forget about everything.
Yeah.
And just enjoy life, because you have to work, but you have to study, you have to learn and grow, but you have to live. And dancing releases your hips as well.
So don't forget to live.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anything else you want to add?
No, but I'm free. If you want to ask me a question, you can always DM me. I try to like speak to everyone.
Thanks. Great. Because the worst thing is when you DM somebody and you're ignored.
Yeah. Then you just think, you know what, fine. It's okay.
Yeah. So we will be putting all your details for your website, all your social handles. And if we keep watching your socials, we're going to see all the new exciting things coming.
Yeah. I feel like everyone's watching me grow and like change as a person. So it's nice to like see others as well. So you just get in touch, and it's nice to connect and build your, like, the world's so small when you really think about it. You can learn and like contact anyone now.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. Technology helps.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Tina.
you.
Thank you.